Welcome back to the final episode of the Dinopedia series, but don't get too upset because today's selection is a good one, the ichthyosaur. Now, names could be misleading because this species is not in fact a dinosaur, but rather a mean order of specialized aquatic reptiles. Their structure may ring bells as they are a distant relative fusion of lizard and snake. Fossils were found all over the globe, but well-preserved ones were situated mostly around Germany and England, meaning these beasts would make for some proud modern-day Europeans if they were around. Emanating from the Mesozoic era but thriving in the Triassic and Jurassic periods 251 million to 145 million years ago, these creatures were very fish-like, coming in at a nice, lengthy 43 feet as evident from some American and Canadian fossil discoveries. They were neckless, allowing their heads to smoothly transition into their bodies. Of course, they had sharp teeth, a la masse, a long jaw, skull, and fins, with even nostrils positioning themselves on top of their skulls. But most interestingly, they had very large eyes, which experts suggest gave these bad boys good detection towards large shapes, which would then, when under potential danger from a superior species such as pliosaurs, help them. The Icythosaurs, a genus from the ichthyosaur order, uniquely from other dinosaur genuses, were actually viviparous, meaning they would birth alive, fully developed younglings as opposed to eggs or morsels of life. But let me spare you the details of those facts because perhaps you'll lose your appetite. Speaking of which, diet. Now when it comes to mealtime for these undulating beasts, nothing compares to the sweet carnivorous taste of fishes and cephalopods. They weren't exactly picky eaters though, although that allowed some fossils in rare form to contain gut contents unveiling smaller ichthyosaurs. But don't worry, by and large these creatures weren't cannibalistic. Now as the eras passed, the ichthyosaur order would continue to refine its evolutionary characteristics ranging from increased efficiency in high-speed pursuit and improved mobility. They became well adapted for deep diving, but unfortunately their long-standing lineage would come to an end by the end of the Cretaceous period due to climactic change as per usual. Of course, that is not to say that the existence and importance of these species are merely a blip in the timeline, because along with other aquatic creatures, the ichthyosaurs really held on throughout so many eras, and proved themselves through their quick and aggressive behavior, fierce combat skills, and a lengthy body built for traversing the oceans. This concludes the informative series of Dinopedia. I would actually like to thank the crew of Downfall Studios for having me as a guest on numerous episodes of the show. We hope that by watching this series you've become just a little more knowledgeable on these wonderful creatures. And remember that none of the information presented is my own, but sourced from websites such as Britannica, Kedaddle, Wikipedia, and much more. Now, while it's the end of the series unfortunately, Downfall Studios is still thriving with new and upcoming content that you can check out by looking through and subscribing to the channel. With that being said though, thank you all for tuning into the series, and goodbye.